RM had an accident and had to receive medical treatment. BTS start leaving the military. BTS is being boycotted unfairly. BTS songs are sent to North Korea for the first time. And how TikTok is killing K-pop. RM is once again capturing the hearts of fans worldwide, this time through a captivating new solo venture. His latest music video for Come Back to Me, directed by the talented Lee Sung-jin, showcases a significant evolution in his artistic expression. The video, which debuted on Friday, serves as a stunning visual accompaniment to the track from RM's eagerly awaited second solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person, set to release on May 24th. The song Come Back to Me diverges from RM's usual rap-heavy style, featuring an acoustic beginning enriched with whistle sounds and guitar riffs, encapsulating a melody that's both haunting and alluring. Lee Sung-jin, in a discussion about the project, revealed his immediate connection to the song, describing it as sneakily catchy. He noted that the tune lingered in his mind long after he first heard it, a testament to its compelling composition. In crafting the music video, RM and Lee aim to explore new artistic territory, moving beyond the conventional boundaries of K-pop. The result is a piece that feels more like a short film than a typical music video, with a narrative that delves deep into themes of nostalgia and introspection. RM's participation in the conceptualization and execution of the project highlights his growing prowess as an artist, not confined to music, but as a storyteller. The production of the video called upon some of the most respected names in the Korean film industry. The art director and cinematographer, both veterans with impressive portfolios, contributed their expertise to bring Lee's vision to life. RM's dedication to his craft was palpably evident throughout the production process. Despite an unforeseen incident where he bruised his eye during the first take of the first scene, RM demonstrated remarkable resilience by swiftly returning to the set after receiving medical treatment. His commitment impressed not only the production team, but also highlighted his professionalism and dedication to delivering a perfect artistic product to his fans. The shoot, which spanned 3 days, took place in Paju, a location approximately an hour and a half outside Seoul, near the North Korean border. This was a novel experience for Lee, who had not filmed in Korea since his childhood. The return to Korea was not only a homecoming, but also a significant cultural reconnection for Lee, who found comfort in the familiar surroundings and was particularly impressed by the quality of the Korean craft services. Lee's deep connection to music, rooted in his experiences in an a cappella group and various bands during his college days, influenced his approach to directing the music video. This project was a harmonious blend of his love for music and narrative filmmaking, allowing him to explore the emotional depth and structural dynamics of storytelling through song. Since the success of Beef, Lee has been presented with numerous opportunities, including his collaboration with RM. He reminisced about how a direct message from the South Korean music collective Balming Tiger, who served as the creative director for the album and music video, led to this groundbreaking project. This encounter underscored the mutual respect and admiration between the artists and paved the way for a fruitful collaboration. Looking forward, Lee's artistic journey continues to expand as he embarks on new projects, including his work on the Marvel Studios film Thunderbolts. However, the unique experience of working with RM on Come Back to Me remains a standout endeavor, one that not only challenged him creatively, but also enriched his narrative skills, potentially influencing his future directorial pursuits. For RM, this project marks another milestone in his illustrious career, reinforcing his status as a multifaceted artist capable of transcending musical genres and cultural boundaries. His fans are undoubtedly thrilled to witness his artistic evolution and are eager to support his ongoing journey as he explores new creative landscapes. Im Soo-long, a member of the popular K-pop group 2AM, recently shared on his Instagram account that he received a special birthday gift from BTS's Jin. The gift, a butterfly honey jar, was personally crafted by Jin before his mandatory military enlistment. This thoughtful gesture was highlighted by Soo-long with a post where he expressed his appreciation for the unique present using a hashtag related to BTS's Jin. Soo-long, who celebrated his 37th birthday on May 11th, 2024, also took the opportunity to share moments from his birthday week. His Instagram featured various images, including a mirrored selfie, a video of him blowing out birthday candles, and snapshots of his visits to museums and galleries, along with a photo from Johyun Gallery featuring Lee Bae's artwork. The butterfly honey jar was created by Jin on December 1st, 2022. Known as baekwaju, this liquor is composed of honey derived from 100 different types of flowers. On his birthday, Sulong posted a picture on his Instagram story holding the yellowish liquor bottle adorned with a pink heart-shaped emoji and thanked Jin for the rare item. The news of Jin's personalized gift quickly spread across social media, sparking admiration from fans for Jin's down-to-earth nature and his thoughtful approach to maintaining relationships. Fans praised Jin for the special way he treats friends and for his ability to keep long-standing friendships alive, even while fulfilling his military duties. Jin's connection with Sulong dates back to his appearance in the Japan version of 2AM's music video for You Wouldn't Answer My Calls in 2011, where he portrayed a groom in a dramatic wedding scenario. Besides Sulong, Jin has also given his handmade butterfly honey jar to several others, showcasing his generous spirit and close ties within the industry. Jin, the first member of the group to begin his mandatory military service, is nearing the end of his service term, with only 30 days remaining. The excitement among fans is palpable, as they have initiated a countdown on social media platform X, eagerly anticipating his return to civilian life and musical activities. Jin has been actively engaging with his fans despite the constraints of military life. Recently, he started his own countdown to his return, and despite being away, he has found ways to stay connected. On the social platform Weverse, Jin conveyed his thoughts indirectly, sharing that although he was unable to celebrate his birthday through live broadcasts, as in previous years, he felt the warmth of the Army's wishes and enjoyed the day thinking of them. He humorously noted that it had been a year since he enlisted, and with about a third of his service time left, he expressed his anticipation for reuniting with both the BTS members and the fans. Jin shared his amusement at the thought of other BTS members having joined the military, jokingly lamenting the situation but hoping for time to pass quickly so that they could all be together again. In addition to updating fans about his well-being, Jin announced an early promotion, attributing the advancement to his exemplary performance during his service. Armies continue to support Jin's endeavors, both as part of BTS and as a solo artist, and eagerly awaits his return to the music scene. Since BTS Suga began his mandatory military service, updates about him have been scarce, leaving fans eagerly awaiting any news. Recently, the BTS community was thrilled when a fan revealed that Suga had been spotted enjoying some leisure time. On May 12th, a regular patron of a popular meat restaurant in Seoul noticed Suga's autograph newly displayed at the venue. This signature, which hadn't been there in early May 2024, sparked excitement among fans, leading them to speculate that Suga might have visited the restaurant during a break from his military duties. The revelation sparked joy and nostalgia within the Army. Fans expressed their happiness online, with one noting the rarity of getting updates before 2025, and another sharing their emotional response to this small yet significant news of Suga. Comments included hopes that Suga was making the most of his time off after a demanding week. Suga, who enlisted for his service in September of the previous year, is serving as a social service agent, a role that typically receives fewer updates than active duty positions. He initially underwent 3 weeks of basic training at the Nansin Training Center in March of the current year. Upon completing this phase, he resumed his responsibilities in a public service capacity, with an expected discharge date in June 2025. Before his enlistment, Suga was very active in his music career. Under his alias August D, he released his debut studio album D-Day. Following the album's release, Suga embarked on his first solo world tour, performing across Asia and North America, further cementing his status as a global music icon. BTS and Blackpink are currently facing a social media boycott as part of a broader blockout movement. This movement emerged in response to significant global concerns, prompting people around the world to demand more accountability and awareness from public figures and celebrities regarding pressing global issues. The Blockout 2024 movement, initiated by social media influencers on TikTok, has gained momentum across various platforms. It encourages supporters to block celebrities and corporations that have not used their substantial platforms to address or raise awareness about critical humanitarian concerns. The movement gained traction after certain influential figures voiced their support, intensifying the call for action. Among those mentioned in the boycott are BTS and Blackpink, whose social media accounts have been highlighted by the movement's supporters. This has led to a split among K-pop fans, particularly BTS fans, who are dealing with the group's current military enlistment, which imposes strict regulations on their public communications and activities. Some fans argue that the group is unfairly targeted, while others believe that the concerns being raised are significant and warrant broader industry reflection and action. As the situation develops, the dialogue within the K-pop community continues, focusing on the role of artists and their management in global advocacy and social responsibility. A high-profile defector recently announced the launch of balloons carrying messages critical of the regime and USB flash drives filled with K-pop music toward North Korea. This marks the first known instance of such an activity since a South Korean constitutional court overturned a law that previously banned this practice. Park Sang-ha, leader of the activist group Fighters for a Free North Korea, disclosed in a press release on Monday that he had released 300,000 leaflets denouncing the North Korean leader's stance on peaceful unification, along with 2,000 USB drives containing popular South Korean music, including tracks by BTS members Jungkook and V. The launch took place late Friday night from Gangwon Island, situated off the west coast near the border with North Korea. The act has historically triggered strong reactions from North Korea, with past incidents heightening tensions along the border and causing concern among residents of nearby South Korean areas. Incheon police authorities have yet to comment on the event or address whether any of the balloons used in the launch ended up on the South Korean side of the border, an occurrence that has happened in the past. In the press release, Park accused the current North Korean leader of abandoning the efforts and appearances of unification maintained by his predecessors and criticized his governance as perpetuating division. The leaflets distributed called for the people of North Korea to challenge their leader, a move that comes after significant legal and political shifts in South Korea. In 2020, North Korea demolished an inter-Korean liaison office in response to similar activities, leading to the enactment of a law under the Moon Jae-in administration that outlawed the sending of propaganda materials across the border, citing security risks and potential punitive measures including fines and imprisonment. However, the South Korean Constitutional Court later deemed the law unconstitutional, ruling that it excessively curtailed freedom of expression. Park was among the 27 individuals who challenged the constitutionality of this law. Following the court's decision, the stance of South Korea's unification ministry has evolved, with recent statements suggesting a more measured approach to leaflet distribution in light of the ruling that supports freedom of expression. This latest development has not yet elicited a response from North Korean state media, which previously described leafleting as psychological warfare and a form of preemptive attack. The state-run Korean Central News Agency had harshly criticized the Constitutional Court's ruling last year and threatened severe responses to future leafleting initiatives. The Woo Haeyang Woo restaurant in Koreatown, Los Angeles, recently expressed its gratitude towards BTS member V for his attendance and support at Jungkook's private listening party for his album, Golden. On May 11, 2024, the restaurant showed appreciation by posting V's autograph on their Instagram story. The event, which celebrated the release of Jungkook's debut studio album, took place on November 4, 2023. Fellow BTS members including Kim Namjoon, Jimin, and V were present to celebrate Jungkook's new achievement. The restaurant captured the occasion with Polaroid photos of the attendees and shared these on their Instagram account. Among the images were heartfelt captions, one of which included V's supportive message to Jungkook, emphasizing the brotherly bond between them. The restaurant's display included not just pictures of V and Jungkook, but also featured images of Jimin, Namjoon, and V together. Additional Polaroids showcased the younger BTS members, adding a personal touch to the decor. Jin, Suga, and J-Hope, who were unable to attend due to their military service commitments, were nonetheless remembered at the event. Their names were affectionately displayed with heart symbols alongside the Polaroids. The restaurant also paid homage to the absent members by playing V's latest digital single, Friends, in the background, and placing framed Polaroid pictures of V and Jungkook at the cashier's desk. The social media response to the restaurant's Instagram story was overwhelmingly positive, with fans eagerly sharing clips and expressing their nostalgia and hopes to see the group reunited after their military service. Golden, Jungkook's album, was released on November 3, 2023, through Big Hit Music. This pop record features collaborations with well-known artists like Major Lazer, DJ Snake, Jack Harlow, and Lotto, and includes 11 tracks, marking a significant milestone in Jungkook's music career. BTS's RM is set to captivate the music world once again with his upcoming solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person, scheduled for release on May 24th. Ahead of the album's debut, RM has already made waves with his new single, Come Back to Me, which he complemented with a cinematic music video that doubles as a short film featuring several acclaimed actors. The song Come Back to Me has been met with widespread acclaim from ARMYs, particularly for its deep lyricism. Fans have praised RM for his authentic and relatable portrayal of depression, while still infusing a sense of hope into the music. The track's duration has also drawn attention. On Spotify, Come Back to Me runs for 6 minutes and 28 seconds, with a radio edit version lasting 4 minutes and 13 seconds. This is notably longer than the typical mainstream track, and it avoids the common pitfalls of gimmicks or excessive repetition. This approach by RM appears to be a deliberate response to the current trends in the music industry, particularly within K-pop, where songs often do not exceed 3.5 minutes. Many attribute this trend to the industry's drive to optimize songs for social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube, where shorter content can often perform better due to the fast-paced nature of these platforms. This phenomenon has led to concerns about decreasing attention spans and a shift in how media is consumed. Critics and fans alike have noted a growing trend towards what some call the TikTok-ification of media, where songs are increasingly being cut shorter to better fit the quick consumption model that these platforms encourage. Recent tracks from other K-pop groups like NewJeans, 50/50, and Hypen and TXT have all featured songs under 3 minutes, reflecting this shift. The discussion around song duration has also become a hot topic among K-pop fans and broader music communities online. For instance, a Reddit post criticizing the shortening of song lengths garnered significant attention. Contributors to the discussion expressed their dissatisfaction with the trend, citing a loss of song structure and the overwhelming influence of social media and streaming tactics on the music industry. Despite the prevalence of shorter tracks, there are still many artists who continue to release longer songs, providing hope that this trend won't completely dominate the industry. RM's latest offering stands as a testament to the enduring appeal of well-crafted, longer musical compositions in an era dominated by streaming and snippets. As the music landscape continues to evolve, the conversation about the impact of digital platforms on artistic expression remains more relevant than ever.